started with one bite, one bite of meat every day until I got used to it. And I promised myself in a week, if I could do that and not sit at the kitchen table and cry for hours, which was how it started, that I would double it. One bite became two, two became three, and three became four, and so on and so forth. This was not an improvement or a healing that magically happened in a week or two, that so many amazing people have been able to materialize because they could trade a whole day's worth of food for carnivore or the lion diet and make those brain changes, make those mitochondrial changes fast. This was a slow process for me, but I never set myself on a timetable. This wasn't back when we said, just give it 30 days or give it 60 days or give it 90 days. I was in this for my life. It was this or nothing. There was nothing left to try. And so at every 3-month mark, I noticed changes and my family noticed changes. And it was just an amazing transformation that I can look back on. And every 3 months, there was a reduction in the mental anguish that I had lived with for decades. I had never, ever experienced a lowering of any of these symptoms, any of these anguished, awful problems. And yet this was doing it. When I took away all of the high oxalate plants that were harming me and slowly replaced that with an abundance of beef. And then when I had gotten to enough healing to then accept the fatty parts of the beef, which took more time, because that's the first thing that goes when you're anorexic is protein and fat. I had to get to a certain level of brain healing in order to go on and go to the next step. But it incrementally got better month after month after month. When I got to the 6-month mark, the screaming voices of the schizophrenia now felt like they were in another room with the door closed. They were there, they were screaming, but for the first time since my earliest memories, they were quieting. And I would talk to my husband and say, what is this? What is happening? How can this possibly be the answer? But yet here it is. This is the answer. I had to go through a period of anger over my lifetime of everything that I missed out on, everything that was sickness and struggle and injury and surgery. And it was this all along, that this could have healed me if I had known, if only I had known. When I got to the 9-month mark and the 12-month mark, I had gotten up to over a pound of beef. And everything just started to melt away. I no longer had to struggle with trying to stop myself from cutting my arms and legs. The compulsion to do that, the brain dysfunction that drove me to do that completely disappeared. And at the 1-year mark, the schizophrenic voices that screamed death at me and death towards others was gone, completely gone. And every feature of my anorexia was also gone. The depression was gone and replaced by feeling like I was in living color for the first time in my life. Nothing was gray anymore. Everything was vibrant and in living color. And there was no more anxiety and no more panic attacks. There was peace. There was a peace that passed all understanding that I'd never experienced before.
Hey guys, just want to take a second to thank our sponsor, the Carnivore Bar. I don't promote many products because honestly, all you need to be healthy is to just eat meat. For those times that you're out hiking, road tripping, or stuck at work and you want a nutritious snack that is just meat, fat, and salt if you want it, the Carnivore Bar is a great option. So I like this product not because it's just pure meat, but also because I want the carnivore market to thrive as well. And the more we support meat-only products, the more meat-only products there will be available in the mainstream. So if this sounds like something you'd like to get behind, check it out using my discount code Anthony to get 10% off, which also applies to subscriptions, giving you 25% off total. All right, thanks guys.
And I used to worry that this was too good to be true, that at some point the rug is going to get pulled out from under me, and I'm going to wake up one day and it's all going to be gone and my dysfunction is all going to come back. But it's not, it's permanent. When you heal your brain with a proper human diet, when you give it what it needs to heal your brain and your body, and just get out of its way, take away the things that harm, and give it in abundance what it needs to heal, it's permanent. And you have a brand new life, a brand new absolute life. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful. And at that point of my healing, there are people that come at me and say, well, the reason that you were better was because you gained weight. And I can quickly dispel that, because at the 1 year mark, when all 6 of my mental illnesses were gone, I still weighed 70 pounds. I had not gained any weight yet. This was about brain healing. That had to happen first. My whole life, it was the reverse. Care teams tried to put weight on first and then tell me that the brain would follow. And that's not how it works. The brain needs to be healed first, and then your life will follow. So the 2nd and 3rd year, that was my time to rebuild my body. That was my time to address the physical illnesses that I was left with, because I was still facing a life of more surgeries. I had severe osteoporosis. I had 5 fractures within 5 years, and I was facing more devastating illness if I didn't figure this out, if I didn't do something. My thyroid was a mess. My adrenals were a mess. All of my hormones had tanked. I had had several surgeries because I had lost all of my internal musculature, and I had multiple organ prolapses.